One thing you must learn to do consciously is to learn how to talk to God. Learn it. Study the scriptures. Hear how the fathers, the patriarchs of old, how they communed with God. It's not something you do carelessly. If you study Revelation chapter 4 from verse 11, you will see one of the most graphic protocol of engaging the presence of God. These are elders in the spirit. That means they have understood how to interact with the realms of glory. They understand the protocols, the sensitivity. They know how to commune. In fact, John stumbled into this sacred assembly. He thought he was attending church on earth. And suddenly he saw a boisterous procession of ancients. At first he didn't even know what they were doing. He now discovered that the whole activity in the room was focused on the glory that was on the throne. That was when he understood what existence was about. Let's read that scripture from verse 1. When you come into God's presence, don't take it for granted. And one of the things you must school yourself deliberately to do is to know how to talk to God. Learn it. In fact, one of the strongest weapons of priesthood is utterance. Utterance is not just for preaching. The major purpose of utterance is to give you ability to commune with deity. Because there are languages that are ancient. For you to talk to an immortal spirit, they are codes, so that you can make him open his oracles to you. And it's on the strength of that access he grants you that you come to high places in the spirit. And so if you are growing in God, this is one of the reasons we study the Bible, to learn spiritual protocols. When the guy was carried to heaven, he said, after this I looked, and behold, a door was open in heaven. And the first voice which I heard, as it were, of a trumpet talking with me, which said, come up hither, I will show thee things which must be hereafter. He's trying to open him up to the future, but he had to take him to the past, because the spirit realm is the foundation of reality. He says, so come to the past so that we can show you the future. And immediately I was in the spirit. So when the guy was talking to him, it was not to educate him only, it was also a transport medium. As he was hearing, he was journeying. And before he realized, when the speech was over, he discovered he was in the spirit. And he said, and behold, a throne was set in heaven, and one sat on the throne. He now started showing us the activities that took place around the throne. See what he said. This will help you when you come to God's presence. It will help you. He said, and he that sat was to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone. I don't have time. I would have spoken to you about the 7 things that rule the presence of God. One of them are crystals. Crystals. You can't see God except you look through the crystals of light. That's why God is a mystery. You know the way the diamond functions. When somebody is wearing a diamond earring, what you see is what the earring refracts. So the excellency of the diamond is the fact that it has the power to absorb light, bend it, and channel it in another direction. So the reason you see diamond glistering is its interaction with light. God is light, but you need to interact with the crystals so that the dimensions of light can reach you. So when light hits the diamond bends it and turns it in another direction. It's what the diamond refracts that you see, those glisters. So that's how God relates. Because if the fullness of God enters heaven, heaven will collapse. So he has to transmit his dimensions in packets. Because those of us who did a bit of light, study on light, we know that light travels in packets. We call it quantum. In plural, it's called quanta. You are seeing a ray, but those are packets. So God releases those packets, and then the crystals trap it, and they emit it into heaven. So when the elders are bowing down, it is the different dimensions that the crystal emits that they interact with. So they honor it. They look up, they honor it. That's what's going on. So he said he saw God clothed with, jasper and sardine as stones. They are crystals, precious stones. That's what God wore when he sat on the throne. And there was a rainbow round about the throne, in sight like unto an emerald. He's just trying to show you a little things about the glory. We need to enter some realms. Earth is a distraction. And the devil wants to trap us here from seeing hallowed things. You now go to a beach in Miami. You say, this is the most beautiful place in the world. You have not seen anything. There are realms you will enter. The beauty will enter you. It will change your cells. Your molecular structures will be altered. So when you come back, even you will not be the same. When Moses saw and came, his eyes became like the sun. These are some of the things happening here. And he said, and round about the throne were 24 seats, and upon them I saw 24 elders sitting, clothed in white raiment, and they had on their heads crowns of gold. All of these things have purpose and meaning. Those white garments speaks of purity. It's one of the laws of the presence. It's a protocol. If your garment is not pure, you can't stay in the presence, because the presence is the government of God. And the crown speaks of authority. You have to be a ranking being to be there. And you see, what these guys did is what will marvel you. Although they had thrones, which speaks of their righteousness, their placement in God. They were wearing white garments, which speaks of their purity. They were carrying crowns, which spoke of their authority. He said, when the glory appeared, they fell from the crown. They cast their crown and they worshipped. My focus is to show you their utterances, so that you know they don't talk to God carelessly. He's a deity. Even men, if you talk to men in authority carelessly, it will cost you a lot of things. So when you approach God, you don't talk carelessly. Go down. Let's see their worship. The guy was still describing things. Go to verse 11. I don't have time. This place will trap me. This is not my teaching. See what they were saying. Thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive glory and honor and power. Hope you know that if you want to study these three words they have spoken about, everything that works on earth resonates on these three things: glory, honor, and power. This is the three stands of government. They say you are worthy of all of it. He said, for thou hast created all things, and for thy pleasure they were created. They see how they are talking to God. That means creation has no meaning in itself, except as it gives you pleasure. That if you are a created being, your life becomes relevant the day your life begins to give God pleasure. That's